So, have you ever been scrolling online and wondered, in this huge sea of millions of shops, how does one little artisan business actually make it? How do they build real trust and get people to come back? Well, today, we're going to break it all down, piece by piece. So, what really is the secret sauce? Is it just having amazing products? Is it clever marketing? Or is there something, I don't know, deeper going on? Something about connection and trust? To figure it out, we're going to do a deep dive into one specific, real world example. In today's world, platforms like Etsy have completely changed the game. They've basically torn down the old walls, letting a single creator connect with a huge global audience right from their own workshop. That's the world we're stepping into right now. And to find our clues, we're putting one shop under the microscope. It's called Iwex Saw. By really looking at its storefront, its story, and what its actual customers are saying, I think we can figure out the core principles that make a digital brand feel real and trustworthy. Okay, so where do we even begin? Well, we start with that first impression. Before you read a single product description, you see the vital signs. These are the numbers you can see at a glance that tell you if a shop is legit. It's kind of like the shop's digital handshake. First up, sales. They've made 43 of them. Now, it's not thousands, I get that, but it's a solid proof of concept. It shows, hey, people are actually buying this stuff. And then you see this, a perfect 5.0 star rating. I mean, wow, that is an incredibly powerful signal right off the bat. It's just a clear, immediate sign of quality and that customers are happy. And that perfect score, it's not just a fluke from one or two happy people. It's built on 10 different reviews. That shows a real pattern of people having a great experience. And finally, there's longevity. They've been on the platform for 2.5 years. So this isn't some flash-in-the-pan shop. They've got an established presence. When you add it all up, these numbers paint a really clear picture. Maybe they're small, yeah, but they are reliable and high quality. So the numbers definitely check out. But, trust is built on so much more than data. It's built on a story. So let's dig into what Exorsa is actually selling, and maybe more importantly, why they're selling it. Looking at their products, you can see a super clear identity right away. You've got eco-conscious materials like vegan leather, rattan, bamboo. It's this curated collection of handcrafted, natural, stylish things that all feel like they belong together. They've absolutely nailed down their niche. And this is where it gets really interesting. This is their mission. At Ixora Saw, we believe every moment deserves to feel complete. A sentence like that just elevates the whole brand beyond just selling, stuff. It frames their products as tools for creating meaningful moments. It adds this really crucial emotional layer. That is their why. And here's the key. When you put it all together, a really clear brand identity starts to form. We learn from their About section that their materials come from Burma and Thailand, and their whole vibe is about mindfulness and comfort. Everything they do seems to point back to these core values of sustainability and handcrafted quality. Look, a brand can talk a big game, but the ultimate trust builder is social proof. What are real, paying customers actually saying about their experience? This is often what makes or breaks a sale for someone who's on the fence. All right, check out this review from Valerie. It's basically a masterclass in social proof. It doesn't just say, I liked it. It does two really important things. First, it confirms the product quality is even better than the pictures. And second, it highlights amazing customer service, calling the owner incredibly responsive and helpful. I mean, for a small business, a review like this is just pure gold. And it doesn't stop there. When you look across a bunch of reviews, you start to see a really powerful pattern. Jeanette brings up great quality and extremely fast shipping. Now loves how unique the items are. Melinda agrees that it looks better in person. April even calls out the nice packaging. See? These aren't just random compliments, they are consistent themes that build a rock-solid reputation. Okay, so we've gone deep into the data, the story, and the social proof of this one small shop. Now it's time to pull back a bit and see if we can distill all of this into a kind of blueprint that anyone could use. So what's the blueprint for trust we've uncovered here? Well, first, they told their story. They gave the brand a real mission. Second, they defined a super clear niche with unique quality products. Third, they put that social proof right out there for everyone to see. And finally, their communication was responsive and just human. As we saw, Exorsa really nails every single one of these steps. And what this all really goes to show is that you don't need some massive marketing budget or thousands of sales to build a great brand online. By focusing on these core ideas, authenticity, quality, and connection, even a one-person shop can build some serious trust with their customers. So, I want to leave you with something to think about. As a customer yourself, what is it that makes a purchase feel truly meaningful to you? Is it the story behind it, the quality, the customer service? Because once you figure that out for yourself, you start to understand what really makes the whole digital marketplace tick.